I'm going to examine 3 wars that in the last 20 years the United States has prosecuted or been involved with, directly or indirectly. First, the global war on terror, mainly prosecuted in the theaters of Iraq and Afghanistan. The funding of NATO, enabling Ukrainian resistance against the Russian invasion, and the funding of the Israeli armed forces in the conflict in Gaza. I'm going to start with the global war on terror. Now, it is without a doubt that war was declared both in Iraq and in Afghanistan. So we can say that that claim was met. Now, secondly, one could argue that there were perceived vengeances that we were carrying out, but truly, we've never been in any way, shape, or form endangered through the nation states of Iraq or Afghanistan. And that's a verifiable fact. Now, did it promote good? Did it avoid evil? I am most quickly reminded of Madeleine Albright's interview by Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes, where Leslie Stahl brought up that over 500,000 Iraqi women and children have died due simply to medical embargoes. Was this worth it? When pressed, Madeleine Albright stated, "Yes, to me, I think it's worth it. Indescribable evil and a stain in our country. And also not reflective of Christian morals or the traditions of this country." Secondly, the financial backing of the Zelensky regime to prosecute the defense against Russian aggression. Again, there was no stated war. We have not declared war on Russia. So that first condition is unmet. Secondly, one could say that we're defending Ukrainians against Russian aggression, but no way are we defending Americans. And thirdly, is there a good coming out of the United States involvement in this war? Well, thoroughly no, because by all accounts, no less than 500,000 soldiers, all told, and many more when the count's done, have died on both sides, largely due to NATO funding of the war. NATO, of course, being largely funded by the United States. So it is a resounding no. This is not a just war. The Israeli-Gazan conflict is nothing but a genocide. It is an ethnic cleansing that we are financially and materially supporting. Of course, there's no war declared on the Gazans by the United States. Of course, there is no American wrongs that we are righting. And of course, we are not in any way, shape, or form serving peace and justice in this region. The key point of everything I've said so far is Aquinas' last word that war should ultimately serve peace and justice, not vengeance or domination. And all 3 of these wars have been wars of vengeance and domination. Pray for peace. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Christopher Colantuano, and this is the GeoWiz podcast. Thanks for joining us.